अगर वेबसाइट में डायरेक्टली करना है तो कैसे करेंगे? सारे पेजेस में कोड ऐड करना चाहिए या ओनली इंडेक्स पेज शुड वर्क?
Schema markup is why it is important and how we do it. What, why, and how.
मेरा एक डाउट था कि मल्टीपल किसी वेबसाइट में मल्टीपल GMBs रहता है, राइट? तो उसका स्कीमा मार्कअप, चूंकि ये कॉल स्पेसिफिकली आई बिलीव स्कीमा मार्कअप के लिए है, तो आई एम जस्ट जंपिंग इनटू द सेम टॉपिक विदाउट डेविएटिंग।
Yes.
अगर मल्टीपल
Yes.
GMBs है तो उसके जो भी कोड्स रहते हैं स्कीमा मार्कअप के, वो क्या सेम पेज पे डाल सकते हैं या मतलब वी नीड टू टारगेट इन डिफरेंट डिफरेंट पेजेस?
Okay. So मैं आंसर बता के ये करूं या दिखा दूं?
जैसा भी अगर दिखा देंगे तो बेटर होगा, आई थिंक सबके लिए इजी होगा।
थोड़ी सी कहानी बताता हूं मैं। एंड फॉर द पीपल हु हैज नॉट ज्वाइन एंड वाचिंग द रिकॉर्डिंग, सो दिस फॉर यू। पहले कहानी समझ लो। जब शुरू हुआ था ना सर्च इंजन का 2002-2003 आई थिंक, उसी के हिसाब बाद से गूगल और जमाना शुरू हुआ 2004 में शायद। तो अलग अलग सर्च इंजन्स मार्केट में आया। माइक्रोसॉफ्ट का अपना बिंग आया, अल्फाबेट ने अपना गूगल लॉन्च करा, वैसे ही याहू का था। याहू पहले ज्यादा प्रोमिनेंट हुआ करता था, गूगल से ज्यादा याहू प्रोमिनेंट था। ठीक है। येंडेस्क था। इन लोगों ने ना, गूगल के डेवलपर्स जो भी वेबसाइट बनाते थे, जो डेवलपर्स होते थे, उनको दिक्कत होती थी। The people were having problems. So anybody is having not able to understand Hindi, I'll do that in English, no problem. So what was the problem is that developer had to write one code for Google, another code for Microsoft or Bing, the third one for Yahoo, and so on. So what they have decided, all these search engine CEOs, what they have decided, why can't we come together and make our developers life easier? Okay. So they have done one collaboration, and that collaboration name is schema.org. ठीक है। This is founded by Google, Microsoft, Yendesk, and Yahoo. This is the rare collaboration of all these four companies. They have founded this one called schema.org. उसका पर्पस क्या था कि why can't developer have one particular language, एक particular syntax रखें, and we all will understand and read. Or mean, when I say we, means all these search engines. Okay. So this is the background of schema markup. कि उन्होंने कहा कि एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बनाते हैं, वो सिंटेक्स फॉलो करते हैं, all those syntax will be followed by all the webmasters when we are going and crawling some website, trying to grab the information about what that particular website is all about. Okay. So that was the starting point of schema.org. I'll just show you what schema.org looks like. So ठीक है। तो ये है schema.org. इसमें लिखा हुआ है फाउंडेड बाय गूगल, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट, याहू एंड इंडेक्स। ठीक है। ये वो कैब बताता है डेवलपर्स के लिए, भाई इस सिंटेक्स को फॉलो करना है। एनी क्वेश्चन ऑन दिस? क्लियर है व्हाई दिस schema.org? सिंपल चीज है, एक लैंग्वेज फॉर ऑल। नाउ इवन इन दिस वन लैंग्वेज दे केम अप विद 2-3 अदर, मतलब वो 2-3 लैंग्वेज पे एक साथ एग्री करे, एंड the language, the syntax which they got agree, RDFs, microdata and JSON LD, ये 3 यूज होता है अक्रॉस। इसमें जो JSON LD है, दिस इज समथिंग विच इज यूज्ड वाइडली बिकॉज ये बहुत ज्यादा रीडेबल होता है। नंबर 1, ये स्क्रिप्ट के फॉर्मेट में होता है। यू कैन पुट दिस पर्टिकुलर स्क्रिप्ट एट एनी प्लेस ऑफ योर वेबसाइट। पर्टिकुलरली हम हेडर्स में डालते हैं। माइक्रोसॉफ्ट माइक्रोडेटा इज मोर ऑफ काइंड ऑफ HTML कोड होता है। सो इफ यू आर पुटिंग दैट इनटू, एक पहले से आपका HTML कोड है, इफ यू आर इंसर्टिंग दैट HTML कोड अगेन इन द वेबसाइट, तो थोड़ा सा दिक्कतें करता है। तो द मोस्टली एंड द वाइडली थिंग विच इज यूज्ड इज JSON LD। ठीक है। अब जो मैं वेबिनार के टाइम पे जो क्रिएट करके दिखाया था, द वन विच आई हैड क्रिएटेड, दैट वाज मोर commonly, that was the JSON LD. ठीक है। हाय विकी जी, हेलो अमित जी। सो पहले तो schema.org फाउंडेड बाय ऑल. व्हाई इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट इज, क्योंकि मैं तो बता रहा हूं गूगल बिजनेस प्रोफाइल को रैंक कराना, बट ऑलवेज आई एम सेइंग कि भाई अपनी स्कीमा मार्कअप आप अपने वेबसाइट पे डाले हैं कि नहीं. सो द क्वेश्चन इज व्हाई आई एम आस्किंग दिस, वेयर इट इज रिलेटेड टू रैंकिंग ऑफ गूगल बिजनेस प्रोफाइल. सो इट्स वेरी सिंपल. देयर इज वन फैक्टर. There are three factors on basis of which Google Business Profile ranks, and it's not something me which Google says. Relevance, distance, and prominence. You all know. As part of prominence, Google has clearly mentioned that whatever the website which is connected with your Google Business Profile, the SEO of that website, Salinji, I'll come to that. So the SEO of that website is also a very major factor of ranking your Google Business Profile, right? So schema.org is part of schema markup is part of technical SEO, on page SEO. Through that SEO, search engine optimization, what we try to do is that अगर let's suppose schema.org नहीं है या हम schema markup हम नहीं डालते हैं, गूगल आता है, क्राउल करता है अपने डेटा को, अपने लेट्स सपोज अपने जो भी वेबसाइट मेरा है उस वेबसाइट पे आएगा एंड it will crawl and it will find h1 tag somewhere, h2 tag somewhere, few pictures somewhere, but it will not be able to understand very clearly that what this website is all about. Okay, so that's the whole perspective. And schema markup is also known as a स्ट्रक्चर्ड डेटा. सारे चीजें बड़ा सिंपल सा है. आपका गोडाउन में बहुत सारी चीजें इधर उधर रखा हुआ है एंड यू सी द शोरूम थिंग, राइट? अगर आप शोरूम में है तो एवरीथिंग इज एट प्लेस, एकदम बढ़िया से सजा के रखा हुआ है. ठीक है, तो वो स्ट्रक्चर्ड वे में डेटा आपसे रीड करेगा गूगल, तो उसके दो एडवांटेज होते हैं कि कोई सर्च कर रहा है तो उसके रेलेवेंट आपका वेब प्रोफाइल है कि नहीं, आपका इवन वेबसाइट है कि नहीं, दैट गूगल यूज टू रिलेट और ऑप्टिमाइज वैसे ही करेगा. दैट वी मेक इट सिंपल. जो भी डेटा आपके वेबसाइट में है, व्हाट इज वेबसाइट इज ऑल अबाउट, कैन बी सिंप्लीफाइड फॉर द गूगल क्रॉलर्स और गूगल एआईज यूजिंग द स्कीमा मार्कअप. Now the point is, I'm going to take it from right to left. मैं पहले बताता था कि ये स्टेप फॉलो करो और ये हो जाएगा. Today I'm going to show you, मैंने वो करने के बाद मुझे रिजल्ट क्या मिला है, like what is the exact impact. Would that be great? So I'm going to show you something very interesting. See, this is validator of schema.org which I was talking about. schema.org का ही है. And this is the validator.schema.org. Now, there are two ways this schema.org validates what kind of data your website is having. मतलब वो structured way में है नहीं है. I am going to put my own digitaldhanu.com and let's see कि Google जब crawl करता है तो what kind of data it directly reads. फर्स्ट थिंग, ऑथेंटिसिटी ऑफ दिस वेबसाइट. ये किसी का नहीं, मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि किसी ने एक छोटी मोटी कंपनी है इसने schema.org बनाया, नहीं. दिस इज दिस इज फाउंडेड बाय कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ याहू, गूगल, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट एंड इंडेक्स. ओके, सो दिस इज ऑथेंटिक वेबसाइट. उसी का एक वैलिडेटर टूल है, validator.schema.org, which I am using to validate what data my website digitaldhanu.com holds and how Google reads that particular data. Will that be powerful? मेरे को अब आदत हो गई है. Will that be powerful? Like, will that be useful? क्या लगता है आपको? Just PF in the chat box. Probably you can just type PF in the chat box. I just want to know if you are with me or not. Sibli ji PF, Ayers ji, Vipin ji. I need 16 PF. Yeah, 15. Yogesh ji, Vicky ji, perfect. Now look at this. मैंने जो कोड आपको बना के दिखाता था, यू मस्ट हैव सीन, एवरीबडी हैज सीन बिकॉज दैट इज वन ऑफ द पॉइंट इन माय वेबिनार. शालिनी जी, थैंक यू सो मच. अरविंद जी, तो उसमें मैं कोड डाल के एंड देन वी रन द टेस्ट कि ये ऐसे से आ रहा है. नाउ आई एम डूइंग राइट टू लेफ्ट, मतलब मेरे कोड डला हुआ है मेरे वेबसाइट में. नाउ आई एम वैलिडेटिंग कि मेरा कोड वहां पे कैसा दिख रहा है एंड हाउ गूगल रीड इट. सो आई एम जस्ट गोइंग विद द URL and running the test. Okay. So it's running the test. It takes 30 seconds or a minute. So this is what it has found the code on my website. ये पूरा कोड है मेरे वेबसाइट पे अलग अलग जगहों पे. ग्रुप में किसी का क्वेश्चन था कि सर हम गूगल टैग मैनेजर पे तो डाल दिए, वेबसाइट में कैसे जाएगा? गूगल टैग मैनेजर के थ्रू वेबसाइट में इंसर्ट होता है. यू डोंट हैव टू पुट कोड इनटू द वेबसाइट. ठीक है. देयर इज वन which you can see here called local business. One item entry article. Just ignore this for now. I'm more concerned about GMB. GMB is a GMB is for local business. I just expand this and see what kind of data in a structured way Google is reading. So Google is reading this data. I'm just making it a little bit, zoomed. So this is the data which Google is reading. This is not something ये मैं नहीं बोल रहा हूं. This is schema.org founded by these companies. ठीक है. And what exactly it's reading? Type local business, ID digital Dhanu, name digital Dhanu, digital marketing agency, image URL proper, URL टेलीफोन नंबर 813085. अगर आप गूगल पे जाके सर्च करें व्हाट इज द फोन नंबर ऑफ डिजिटल धनु, आई एम नॉट श्योर इफ दैट से व्हाट इज द मोबाइल नंबर ऑफ डिजिटल धनु. अच्छा वो डायरेक्टली पॉपुलेट कर दे रहा है. सो पीपल कैन चेक द मोबाइल नंबर फ्रॉम देयर. ये सब चीजें दिख रहा है. बट few of the famous thing, it directly shows the mobile number through these schema markup and everything. Telephone number है ना. Let me try telephone number. I'm not sure. This is the first time I'm trying, but telephone. See, call and message mobile number 8130854678. Although it has come up from Call Up Connect, but you just checking the phone number of digital Dhanu and you're directly getting this number upfront. So Google, whatever data which you're putting through schema markup, it's not something that Google is directly, it's only for reading. It's trying to understand what kind of business you are, and in different way it takes that particular data and show on the search result. जैसे अगर डोमिनोज का ओपनिंग क्लोजिंग आवर्स पता करना है, डोमिनोज के आसपास का कोई भी है, you just type what is the opening timing of डोमिनोज. डोमिनोज का गूगल क्या करता है, वो पर्टिकुलर एंट्री उठाता है और डायरेक्टली आपको दिखा देता है. So this is the power. So it increases the relevancy and it increases the prominency of the thing. So schema markup बहुत सारे लोगों को लगता है कोड जाना है डाल देना. It's not limited to that, guys. This is more powerful. Okay. So you could see here, ये मैं right to left मैंने बताया कि schema markup is already in my website and this is what the result is. Now this same as Papun ji, you are asking कि सर मेरा ना फेसबुक का इंस्टाग्राम डायरेक्टली वो अटैच हो जाता है, हाउ दैट वर्क्स. इफ यू से दिस टू गूगल कि भाई ये मेरा जो फेसबुक का ये वाला प्रोफाइल है ना, दैट इज सेम एज व्हाट इज ओवर हियर. ये जो गूगल का लिंक्डइन की प्रोफाइल है ना, इट इज सेम एज व्हाट इज ओवर हियर. सो आइडियली यू आर गिविंग इंडिकेशन टू गूगल. इट डजंट मीन कि वो हो ही जाएगा, बट यू आर गिविंग हिंट कि जो प्रोफाइल मैंने यूज किया हुआ है और नैप जो होता है, नेम एड्रेस फोन नंबर कंसिस्टेंसी के साथ कर रहे हैं, गूगल ऑटोमेटिकली डिटेक्ट थ्रू स्ट्रक्चर्ड स्कीमा मार्कअप. वी हेल्प गूगल टू अंडरस्टैंड. आप कर पाते हो, यू डू दैट. इवन सिबली इज लाइक डिजिटल मार्केटर, ही अंडरस्टैंड द थिंग. But when I'm explaining it somewhere or the other, I'm making his life easier and simpler to understand the complete concept of it, right? This is how we are making the Google's life easier to understand what it is, what Google Business Profile it. 1 second, I'll come over. Just 1 second, Popanji. Okay. So you could see here, इसके सब टाइप बनाता है Google. Like postal, one type was local business. Local business के बारे में कुछ चीजें बताया. Again, Google has, I mean जो भी Google है, it has created the subtype की street address. सब टाइप उसने बना, टाइप बनवाया पोस्टल एड्रेस, एंड देन सी हाउ ग्रेनुलर इट इज गोइंग टू. नाउ इफ आई गो एंड सर्च व्हाट इज द पोस्टल कोड ऑफ डिजिटल धनु प्राइवेट लिमिटेड और समथिंग लाइक दिस, देन गूगल हैज दिस इंफॉर्मेशन डायरेक्टली. वो स्ट्रक्चर्ड वे में है. ये इंफॉर्मेशन उठा के डायरेक्टली आपको सर्च पे दिखा देगा गूगल. So that is how Google or Google algorithm work. Even I have given the latitude and longitude, which you have seen, right? So those things, opening and closing hours, days. So everything which I was creating the data, this is validating what it has done. It has gone to my whole website and it got this particular detail. So I have not inserted anything directly. What I have done, I have inserted it through GTM, Google Tag Manager. तो ये सारा कोड जो हम बनाते हैं, this code is inserted. You could see here, right? Now, अब ये कोड कब कब ट्रिगर होगा? If I want to trigger it on all the pages, it will trigger all the pages. If I want to trigger it on a specific page पे trigger होगा. Yes. Any आप पपुन जी, you are asking one question. I'll take one question.
क्वेश्चन ही पूछ रहा था मैं. लास्ट टाइम आपको मैं एक ग्रुप में डाला था कि द नंबर इज नॉट शोइंग इन माय लाइक नो वो जीएमबी प्रोफाइल पे, राइट? तो वो लाइक नो वो स्कीमा मार्कअप किया तो लाइक नो आई कैन सी दैट नंबर इन गूगल माय बिजनेस रन. वही मैं आपको बोल रहा था, वही ये देख के.
Congratulations. Can you say congratulations? Can everybody say congratulations to Papun ji?
Congratulations.
He has saved 5,000 rupees.
थैंक यू.
Nice.
Guys, in chat box, congratulations to Papun ji.
थैंक यू.
Great.
Congratulations.
So guys, so you understand, through this particular code, we are directly telling Google कि भाई ये मेरा phone number है. This is my phone number. So it's not something that it is a step to do it. We need to understand why of everything, why we are doing it, what is the impact of it. Okay. So as of now, or till now, I have only shown you how to do it. Today I have shown you after doing it, what is the result, how Google read it. Okay. And that is the reason it is very, very powerful thing in local thing. I mean, when you're putting the postal codes, address, Google has this information about your locality of the business, that what business, where you are located. So if Vicky G is putting his Packers Movers thing in on the website, and he would obviously put the postal code as his local area and city as Kolkata, Google has information that this particular packer and mover business is attached or it is located in Kolkata. Okay, so that is how it optimize. And since you are keeping the NAP plus W, means name, address, phone number consistent, you are again helping Google to understand कि भाई ये ना this particular whatever this listing is on Facebook page or Instagram or on other directories, all these are same. So you're increasing the prominence. So a lot of people asking, like I'm not sure if he is there in the call. I could not see his exact name. So he was asking, I was expecting very complex SEO thing. I'm happy to give that. But the problem is a lot of people are business owners. And if I go a lot of detail around these things, like कि कैसे कैसे ये काम करता है, people get confused. And that's the reason I invite you that if you have any sort of problem, you come ask problem and I'll answer. Is that fine? All right. So this is what the power of schema markup. I'm just going to show you how we do it. Although I've shown you in the webinars, but how we do it and why, and whatever the tool which I was testing, whether those tools are really authentic or not. So there's one tool called technicalseo.com. This is one private, I mean, there's one company called Markle, I believe, and they create the schema markup JSON LD files for us very easily for non-tech people as well. So that's the reason I use it and I help the people to use it. So this one is for local business. We simply go create local business and we put the information about the business. So it's similar to the way you fill other forms, like आप exam देने जा रहे हो, आप कुछ भी कर रहे हो, so you fill on form, right? So this is very, very similar to what you fill the form. Whatever the form you fill, there's one JSON LD file which is being created. Okay. And we ask you to do that. So I'm just putting digital Dhanu URL. I'll just go to digital Dhanu and we put the URL. So I'll take this URL of this hero. Okay. I've taken this picture in central London. I was in London, then I took this picture. So URL. Then the third thing is my own URL. Now you understand, we are inviting Google or the other search engines to, whenever they go on our page, they understand what business is this all about. What is the name of the business? What is the URL of the business? And then we are going about phone number of the business, phone number, address, everything. So ideally, see here, type local business and then all the details. Here type postal address and then all the details. Address country, we'll put India. So ideally, you are helping people, helping Google business, Google to understand who you are, where you are, right? Then latitude, longitude. I have told you to get the longitude or latitude. You just need to search this over the map. So whatever it is coming over here, you go and search it over the map. Okay. So you take this and put it over here. So guys, those who are watching this recording, it's a very simple process, very straightforward process. Then opening and closing hours, you just put Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, maybe Sunday you are closed. So you just put it in this way. So days of the week. Now again, you're saying type, just see this, type geo coordinates, type opening hours specifications. So ideally, through all this is very natural language way. So ideally through these things, you are trying to help schema, you're trying to help Google to understand. So type local business, all this information, type postal address, all this information. Again, type geo coordinates, you are giving the geo coordinates. Again, type opening hours specification, you are giving opening hours specifications. Then you can give this one. And guys, doesn't matter even if your business is ranking or everything is fine, still I would recommend to put this detail in a right way, in a very right way, so that you let Google know, search engine know what is your business is all about. If you want to add the other departments, local business, a particular physical business or branch or organization, something like that, more specific, image name, URL or something like this. So you can keep adding it. If you don't want, it's okay. Social profiles like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, right? Pinterest, Wikipedia, website, everything you put it here. So it goes as a same as. This would go as a same as. Okay. So ideally we are indicating. So if I go on this, I'll take the Facebook page like facebook.com/digital Dhanu. So I'm helping Google to understand who I am. URL, Instagram. Again, I'll go on this one and I'll take this. Okay. URL for YouTube. I'll go on a YouTube. So here it is. And then again, it's @digital Dhanu. If you type, you'll get. Okay. LinkedIn. I'll simply go on LinkedIn page. Again, it's a digital Dhanu. And I'll put it. So ideally, through all this code, what I'm trying to do, I'm helping Google to understand like all these pages on prominent website like Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn. These are my credentials. Okay. URL, I'm just keeping it away for now. It's not required if I have already given it. And once this script is ready, now the tool which I'm using or which is being used, there are two tools. One is Google. Another is, so in Google also, there's one called structured data testing tool. And the other one is reach result test. So if I go structured data testing tool, it will open this validator.schema.org, which I was just using it. So I have the code. How that would look like is something like this. So this is how it was looking like, right? ID, HTTP, schema.org. And this, look at this, guys. Okay. So this was the complete code. And this is how it was looking like, right? Local business, one item. I open it. ID, HTTPS, digitaldhanu.com. And 0 errors, 0 warning. This is how it was looking like, right? So I'm showing you from right to left also. After inserting, how it looks like. And before inserting, when you are creating this data, how this looks like. If I put any error over here, just like geo coordinate, I'll put this, it will throw some error. Means it is not going as per the required syntax. So I need to ensure that syntax is exactly the same which search engine require. Okay. So this is it. Okay. The other one which was there is for rich result test. If I put it, this is directly from Google, search.google.com. Okay. If I test the code, it is testing. Okay. And this will let you know like whether this code is valid or not. I'm not sure what was invalid. Local businesses, something is invalid showing. Digital Dhanu is fine. Unnamed items. What is unnamed items? Missing field, telephone, price range, address. So what Google is saying, probably you can go ahead and put the telephone, price range and other details as well. But if I go this one, Digital Dhanu, this is looking fine. Missing field, price range. If I want to put the price range, I can put it. Otherwise, I can leave it blank. But this is passed. There's no problem with this. Okay. So 2 ways I have tested. Then I simply copy this. So once I just click on this code has been copied. I go to Google Tag Manager. Why I'm doing through Google Tag Manager? It's only because that just imagine this one, this profile. I have 32 locations. I would end up, so one location may have, let's say 50 lines of codes, 32 locations, 1600 lines of code I would end up adding into my website, right? And obviously if I'm putting 1600 lines of codes, that will make the website super heavy. So rather than putting 1600 lines of codes, what I've done, we have a Google Tag Manager to manage all the tags and it will fire. And what we do, we just put this code, Google Tag Manager code, into our header section and body section. So our website is now connected to Google Tag Manager. And whatever we want to keep into the Google Tag Manager is fine. एक ट्रक है ना, तो ट्रक या ट्रैक्टर है, तो ट्रैक्टर से ट्रॉली जुड़ जाता है. अगर हम ट्रैक्टर पे सब कुछ रखने की कोशिश करेंगे, सो इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल, उतना स्पेस नहीं होता, उसमें इंजन है, सब कुछ है, राइट? बट वंस दैट ट्रैक्टर इज कपल्ड विथ ट्रॉली, whatever the things which you put on trolley is on trolley, it's not on tractor. Now अब इसमें क्या है, बस उसको खींच रहा है. सो गूगल टैग मैनेजर ऐसे वर्क करता है. इट्स वेरी सिंपल. वी coupled our website with Google Tag Manager using these codes. Once it is coupled, then we have facility to create as many codes as possible. Just imagine how many codes I have in this particular profile. For Gurgaon, Guwahati, Hyderabad, Imphal, Karol Bagh, Kochi, Kolkata, Lajpat Nagar, Lucknow, Mumbai, every single location. I'm managing 32 locations from one Google Business Profile thing. So I cannot put all the codes. That's the reason we don't put code, all this structured code into over there. Very simple. We create a new tag manager. Since it is kind of a custom HTML, so we put it in that way, right? So whatever the code which I have copied is over here. And then I go on trigger. So there are two ways to trigger. Either I trigger on all the pages, or I trigger on something which is, so if you are having one location, you can select this option, all pages. If you don't have this, then you go and create one trigger. For example, I'm creating a trigger for, let's say I'm just putting the name as Digital Dhanu. Anyway, I'm putting on another website, but Google Tag Manager should be used for that same website. Let me put that way. Otherwise, the people will get confused. Let me use this Google Tag Manager of digitaldhanu.com. So I'm using the digitaldhanu.com thing, Google Tag Manager, because that is what we are putting the data into. Guys, for a few of the people, it may be a little bit technical, but a lot of people has asked, and this is being recorded. I'm going to share it. So don't be, uncomfortable. So we create the code, very simple code. We just go new tag, create the tag, custom HTML, whatever the code which has been copied, which we have created, JSON LD. We put it here. We don't have to worry how it is. We have already tested it works fine, and Google will read it in a right way. Okay. Then we put the trigger, means when this should be triggering. If you have only one code, you just put it as all pages, means this code will be triggered at all the pages. Doesn't matter what page goes onto, Google will read this. Or if you want to go ahead with a specific one, so we'll go on a specific one, create that particular trigger. So for example, if somebody is viewing that some page which page path contains something digitaldhanu.com or alpha beta gamma whatsoever, then you trigger it. I'm not going to trigger this for now. I'm just going with the all pages. All pages. And if you want to add exception, there's an exception thing as well. Below there was an exception thing that fire this trigger on all the pages except few. Except, and then this particular. So for example, fire this particular trigger except the thank you page. So we fire the trigger except thank you page. So it's completely customized. I'm not going very much into detail. I just want to let you know how to put it. And then we just give some tag name at DDPL tag test. Yeah. And save it. Once you save it, you need to submit this. So Google tag test, you need to submit it. Okay, it will ask for the version details, etc. You need to submit it. Don't forget to submit and publish it. Unless and until you submit and publish it, it will not be directly completed over there. I'm going to delete it anyway because I don't want this to have over here. Once we do, it's completed. If you want to test it, maybe just allow some time. Go to validator.org and put the URL and test it. Once you test, for example, this is how it will look like. I'll just go ahead and refresh it. Very well. Okay, so let me go ahead. This and validator.schema.org. Just put your URL and test. Run the test. Even if you want to test the code, you can run the test and understand what the code is. Okay. If you don't want this, you just put a new test, go to URL, put the URL and run test. It will understand, it will let you know that whether that particular code has been inserted in a right way or not. So if you're getting something like local business and everything in this format, it means that has been triggered properly. So this is what schema markup is, why it is important, and how we do it. What, why, and how. All these three questions has been answered now. Any question from anybody?
Dhanuji, let's say if we have only 2 or 3 locations in like for a business, right? अभी तो आपके पास में 16-20 locations है and you didn't want to make your website heavy, right? But अगर let's say 2 या 3 ही locations है and if you want to use the code based approach in the website, अगर website में directly करना है तो कैसे करेंगे? सारे पेजेस में कोड ऐड करना चाहिए या ओनली इंडेक्स पेज शुड वर्क?
इंडेक्स पेज पे जिस पेज को आप बताना चाहते हैं गूगल को कि ये पेज मेरा इस लोकल बिजनेस प्रोफाइल के लिए है, यूज दैट.
कोई खास डिफरेंस अगर सारे पेज में ऐड करे वर्सेस सिर्फ कोई एक?
You are making Google confused. So for example, I have 100 plus pages in my website, right? And out of this 100 plus pages, I have few pages for Bhopal, one page for Bhopal, one for Bangalore, one for Ranchi, one for Patna, one for Kochi, right? One for Mumbai. If I'm putting all these codes in all the pages, how Google will understand which page is for what location? How that will optimize for that particular location?
Okay, got it.
You understand? So through code, we just saying that, okay, this page is meant for local business in Bangalore. Because you're putting the address, you're putting the, pin code as well, right? You're putting the geo coordinates.
राइट बट अगर दोनों दो लोकेशंस के कोड अगर सेम पेज पे अगर इंसर्ट किया जाए तो विल दैट बी हैविंग एनी प्रॉब्लम?
प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगा, बट यू आर मेकिंग देम कंफ्यूज, सो यू आर नॉट यूजिंग द बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस इन दैट केस ना.
ओके
There's no problem. सिंटेक्स आपका ठीक है तो गूगल वैसे ही क्रॉल कर लेगा. दैट्स नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम. और आपने सिंटेक्स यहाँ पे टेस्ट कर ही लिया. Problem would be that you are making Google confuse.
Got it.
Great. Thanks for asking the question. Guys, so room is open for all. If anybody is having any question, please raise your hand through the reaction button like this, and I'll go one by one. विकी जी समझ में आया? हाँ विकी जी, you raise. बताइए समझ में आया? Like was this understandable? You can unmute. आप अनम्यूट कर सकते हैं विकी जी. You are on mute at the moment. अनम्यूट कर लीजिए.
अच्छा ये पता कैसे करेंगे कि अपने वेबसाइट में किया हुआ है कि नहीं किया हुआ है?
That I've told you, no? Validator.schema.org. Let me show this to you. So this is the URL. I'm just pinging you here. Okay. In the group chat.
schema.org पे जाके अपना वेबसाइट का लिंक डालेंगे समझ में आ जाएगा ना वहाँ पे है कि नहीं.
Yes, and then you go to new test and fetch URL. Use this option. Once you run it, it will fetch the URL, it will fetch the code, and then it will let you know if that has been done correctly in your particular thing or not, particular profile or not. Okay?
And if you have not subscribed this channel, Digital Dhanu, subscribe it if you really want to get a lot of more value with respect to Google Business File and Google Ads and so many other things as well. But this is particular focus. So thank you so much for watching and see you into the next video. Bye bye.